There. It's kind of annoying when it does that. Alright, back to it. So the next step is going to be pulling out ye old AW4. Because, well, other than all the massive leaks that it has and all of this nastiness, the Flexplate's cracked. And I know it's cracked. I saw it. Saw it with my own eyes. So, what we're going to do is yank her out. And yes, I know the pinion seal's leaking. I know the engine's leaking. It is Jeep. It always leaks. I have tried to fix it. I don't think it's ever going to be fixed. So, in the meantime, well, because somebody cut a hole in the floor, especially, sorry, I'm a little bit off, but because somebody cut a hole in the floor, I was just going to pull the transmission back and just do the Flexplate super easy, old-fashioned way, the way I've done it before. No, we're pulling the whole trans because I need to fix that hole in the floor because that is really upsetting me at the fact that I have to deal with this ridiculously hot air that goes off the side of the exhaust manifold straight into the cabin, pointed at my foot. I will add. So, anyways, don't have too much fun, and I'll do another enjoyable, you know, montage of me pulling things apart and hating life. Because I have to get everything done tonight. I'm getting crushed by the weight of all the things that have to get done tonight. It's so much work. And I don't have choices. Alright, anyways. Have fun. Have fun enjoying my suffering, my pain. Good thing I bought ratcheting wrenches. Because good lord, this would suck without them. Quick nap. It's not 12 hours and then I'll be done. It's 12 hours and I need to be an hour and a half awake from it. My brain it ain't too happy with me right now. We'll find out how this goes. Okay, here, I think that way. Nope, that's tightening it, isn't it? That's probably tightening it. No? Are you sure? Which way's which? I can't tell. I'm stupid. I'm tired. I don't hear my music. Well, it's loosening. We'll find out if it's the good kind of loosening. Seems to work. Ow. Alright. That's out. Next up, the back. Take it with me on a ride downtown, because see, this is the interesting part. This, not factory Jeep, and is definitely not the XJ Dana 44s that people talk about. Because I don't know if you've been able to tell recently with any of the videos or any of the things I show, I am not rich. I can't afford this stuff. You think I can pay, you know, $1,000 or so for buying just the axle? No, if I'm gonna spend $1,000, that thing's gonna be driving on 2 axles. I don't have that kind of spare cash. $1,000 for just an axle. What was it? Rich? If I was rich, I wouldn't be doing all that. If I was rich, do you think I'd be building an XJ? Is this seriously a freaking 13mm? You? Oh my god. I hate this. Here. There. Hold on. Cool. That's way better. You can definitely tell this thing's built off of a lot of aftermarket parts because everything, it just goes back and forth between millimeters and standard communist freedom units and things like that. You just never know. You never know. Okay. Next step will be to drain the fluid out. Fluid's clean. I mean, I just replaced this fluid not too long ago. So, next thing we're gonna have to do is start pulling this exhaust section apart. This is not fun. Someone buy me a Jeep, please, a nicer one. Someone just buy me a nice Jeep. Building a nice Jeep's not fun. Yeah, that's the right way to pull it. Just pull it. Where's that? Good old 2-wrench method. Oh my goodness. Okay. The 2-wrench method does not appear to be working very well. I'm gonna put this up to very unhappy bolts. Oh, God damn it. That's shocking that that came out. Next up is going to be getting the shifters and everything off, because the shifters have to come off in order to drop everything out of the way without damaging it. And no, I'm not having fun. This is quite aggravating. Especially, it's hard thing to think about when you're not used to having a camera or anything that you're trying to make sure is focused on what you're doing. Ow! That hurt. Ow. It like hit a nerve. That woke me up. I'm not tired anymore. Ow. Woo. Man, my freaking hand still hurts though. That was painful. I've not done that in a while. Alright, kick that all the way over there. Alright, stick these back into position. Everything kind of back where it fits. Just so that when I try to put everything back together, I kind of know where each bolt goes. Make my life easier. If I can even do it. Come on. Really? Really? You're gonna make things this difficult for me. What about the bottom one? Will you at least do my bidding? You're at least nice. Thank you. What about the other one? Ah! I'm hitting my camera mount. I have not had enough caffeine apparently. I need to get back in there, get back at it. I think I got another 8 of them for tonight. So yeah, this is gonna be a good night. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna die. My throat's gonna explode. Excess caffeination. Alright, let's Okay. See, this whole thing, which goes to the four-wheel drive shifter, is disconnected. But now I think I need to pull, it's hard to see, but this bracket here, I think this whole thing has to get unbolted as well. It's been a while since I pulled all this stuff apart. Or is it that I can undo this and just disconnect this part? I wonder if that's what I'm supposed to do, is just undo that. So if I just undo this part here, this bar, I technically wouldn't have to mess with any of this stuff that I've already halfway pulled apart. Then all I gotta do is I gotta undo the little vacuum thing here that I don't really think is even used anymore. And then pull this off. Alright, might be a little bit obvious to tell. It's been a couple hours. A few things have happened, you know, a couple things have happened. A few things have transpired. Number one, of course, is the transmission is out. It is out. It is away. So that's solid. Got that done. That was not fun. It was not fun. Almost fell on my arm a couple times. But you know, for me, that's normal. The fact that my arm does not have a transmission on it right now is somewhat abnormal, actually, for my transmission repairs. Anyways, so found a couple of other things, a couple little problems, little issues, you might say. So yeah, there. Trying to find a spot where the lights are not like directly in the camera, so they're destroying everything. But so, when I was taking the Flexplate out, all but one of the bolts were loose. No one tell my father, because he will make fun of me. To be fair, he's probably going to watch this, so he's going to make fun of me anyways. I'm going to get a phone call from him just going, so I saw what happened there. But I will say this much. So I did take it out to take a look. And as you can see, and we got cracks. We got a bunch of cracks. She is not very happy. So it needed to be replaced. Definitely needed to be replaced. So I think what happened is last time I assembled everything, I don't think I used red Loctite, and I really should have, and I don't think I torqued it all properly down. So this time when it goes together, she's getting every form of Loctite that I have, and we're gonna hope that that's enough that this thing won't break for a while. So, yeah. On top of that, there is a hole in the floor. Let's see if I can slip one in here and show you kind of what I'm looking at. Might be a little bit hard to see, but you can see there's a hole. Yeah, kind of, not really. Ow. There's a hole right there in the floor. The reason why? That is a really good question. I am not the one who put that hole there. I don't know who did, but whoever they are, we are not friends. Oh, there's another one right there. But yeah, for right now, I'm not going to be able to do too much filming until I start putting stuff back together. Right now, it's just going to be the main thing, just putting the welder on, getting some of those holes welded up, and then really hope that I can kind of get this thing back together, because man, this thing's got so much work that has to get done tonight. Alright, so as you might be able to tell, it's a little bit further along. Welded up the floor as much as I could, which, by the way, if I ever find out who owned this Jeep, about 2 people before me and them are going to have some words. Because not only did they cut out sections of the flooring in 2 places, they removed enough material that I don't have time tonight to actually fix it. So until I pull the interior out, when I go and basically try to make this thing as quiet as possible, because God, it's loud. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to fix that very easily. Not yet. And all that, that's all that stuff. But I got the Flexplate installed, torqued everything to 105 pounds. I haven't installed the transmission yet, so I haven't done the torque converter bolts yet. But those should be, I believe, 28 is what some forums are saying, but they go back and forth. So, yeah. I'll show you guys the rest of it, of me reinstalling parts and stuff. It's getting really late. I'm getting really tired. It's really hard for me to keep functioning. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I should just continue or shut down for the night. If I had more time, I'd just shut down for the night. But I don't have time. Yeah, stuff's getting interesting. But anyways, I'm gonna go grab another energy drink and get right back to it. Gotta finish out the night. Really? Okay. Sorry, dropped you. It's not working too well. There we go. This is not fun. I'm ready for this to be over. I'll just be a millionaire and have somebody else do this crap for me and just have nice vehicles and never have to do this crap. No? Okay. He likes the back of my head. You enjoying this? Oh, where's my bag? Where is it? That felt good. Smack him inside of the face. Just slide that bracket over here. Start lining everything up to put the cross member back in. And then once the cross member's back in, it'll be time to do a bunch of little stuff. Okay, I think what's gonna happen is this is just gonna get put back together with 3 bolts, and I'm not gonna care. Okay. That sounds like about my plan. Okay, mounts are in. Transmission's pretty well fully mounted from what I can tell. I'm really tired, so don't trust literally any of my work. Everything needs to be triple checked later. Oh. But this is all back together. I think I just need to reattach this on here with its 2 screws, put that on, readjust the 4-wheel drive shift lever, put the shift lever on for the main transmission, get that bracket reinstalled, and then I have brand new transmission cooler lines that are going to go in. Put the drive lines back in it, fill this thing back up with ATF, and it should be just about ready to fire back off. Man, I'm tired. What time? I don't even know what time it is at this point. It's so late. It's probably after 1. Oh, that probably explains why this adjustment is completely off. Emma, I'm not by a window. I am literally laying down, essentially in the open elements, on a concrete floor. Oh, I feel great. There's not a lot of areas in this shop where there's not light directly in from somewhere. So anyways, you might be able to tell by the abrupt outfit change and the fact that I'm clean now. It's been a week since I worked on the Jeep because I ran into a couple of problems. Namely, the transmission has now got like 3 separate leaks that I'm not sure how to fix. We'll see how that goes. Because Jeep, every time I work on it, something else messes up. The other one, which is the more major one, and actually one of the reasons I had to stop, was I was so tired when I was bolting the transmission together, I didn't realize some of the transmission wiring got pinched in between the engine and transmission. I don't know how bad the damage is. I was so upset that I just left it. Because I was at a point where I was just... nothing good was going to happen if I tried to fix it. Nothing good was going to happen, so I just went home, went to a car show, did a couple things. But anyways, yeah, been a week. And once again, we are at time crunch time because, again, I had stuff to do over the rest of my weekend, and I only have the rest of tonight, and I think tonight it's already about 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, until probably about 8 o'clock tonight before I need to leave. I need to leave by 8 p.m. So I got a bit of time, and I have a lot of stuff that's obviously done. I don't have to pull the transmission again. I should just be able to loosen the bolts up, get the connector out. It's a pretty simple connector. I'll go ahead and show you what I mean by the connector's a little bit down there, a little bit damaged. But you can see, kinda. You can see how the transmission is got a little bit of a gap there. That is entirely my fault because I made the mistake of not paying attention bolting stuff in. Because why would I ever take the time to actually pay attention to this stuff? Anyways, so other things that are good though, the radiator actually fits in pretty well and seems to have taken in, a fair bit of new room. I can actually fit almost my, the widest part of my hand through and no big issues. We got to do the wiring on that today. Now that I have a little bit more time, I want to get the harness over there, that new fuse block and assembly. I want to actually get that installed properly and get that set up. We do have the new engine mounts already in. They were super simple, so I didn't really care too much about filming what was going on with those. It took me 10 minutes. Same thing with the new transmission mount. The trans mount is already in there, bolted in. Seems to be pretty solid. So first things first, we are going to be undoing a couple of bolts and getting that connector out. I'm probably not going to show that because it's really boring and it should just take me a couple of minutes, but I will show if I did any damage, because that's what scares me, is I do not know whether or not the connector or anything else is damaged, because I don't know how bad it was. I was so upset I ended up running out pretty much immediately. So we'll kind of find out what happens. But once that's done, it'll be time to try and figure out where the transmission's leaking from, play that fun game, and then pretty much from there, fire it up, see if we can get it moving. Obviously, I don't have the fans wired in yet, so I got 2 brand new ones and 1 used because there were 2 on the old radiator. One of them, the bearings are junk and you can hear it run, but it runs pretty okay. So I'm gonna keep that as a spare. But this has 3 fans on it. Like I said, 2 news, and everything's just gonna get hardwired, probably same way I did last time. You can tell in the Mishimoto's they actually changed the design from the one that I got. They actually extended this so you don't have to cut this notch out the way I did. But I already did it, so who cares? Other than that, a lot of super simple stuff. Nothing too crazy, hopefully. It's all junk. Don't worry about it, it's all junk. Anyways, I will show you the damage from exhausted me on 16 energy drinks last weekend, so that'll be the next thing.